so here's my paper and my supplies. And the feet that I'm going to draw, you can get more detail with these, are these two. So I'm going to start with white. And I'm going to draw it in the feet in white. And I'm going to do big shapes first. So I have one that's kind of coming down like this, and then I have another one behind it. This one's kind of bending like this. Okay, so here are the legs. I'm outlining in white. And I'm going to try to get a contour before I shade. So here are my toes. I'm still going to do these as shapes first and make them a little bit lighter. That looks really weird. Okay. Let me see what I did wrong. So it's constantly changing. That looks much better. Okay. Okay. And let me see where the bottom of the foot is going to be. That still looks weird, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to leave that for a second and come to this leg. And here's this toe. What's here? That's not right. Okay, so this comes over. This looks so weird. This one is kind of coming. Okay, so I'm going to have to move the top foot. Sorry. That's what happens when you're drawing. Okay, so I'm going to make the top. So this is coming like this. Okay, and then this is going to have to move. Sorry. Okay, so this comes right here. and out here. But now you're getting a realistic slice of how someone is going to start a drawing. All right. Okay, so here, for this, I'm actually going to get my black and start with black because I have made such a mess here. So here's this top of this foot, right? And some of the contours are in black and some of them are in white. Okay, so there's a big area of dark shading right here. And then I'm going to get my white. And I'm going to do lightly, and I can enhance later areas that I think are light on the foot. And there's some light areas on the toes. Okay, so I'm going to go over to this foot, and I'm going to outline in black, actually. Let me do this in black. First. So here are the toes. And there's a little tiny one. Okay. So now I'm going to go to this foot, and it kind of comes out right here. Okay, so kind of moving everything over. And then here's another one. These are the toes, and they're kind of curving down. Like that. Okay. And got to move around and move around and move around until I get it right. Okay, so let me get my white out here. And I'm just doing a light tone. And I'm going to go darker. And then I'm going to get a light gray. So right here, I'm going to put in some light gray. I want to leave some of the paper showing in some of the areas. That kind of looks really almost the same. And let me get my dark gray. My dark gray is lighter than the paper. And I want these to be smooth transitions of blending. I'm going back to my black. So here there's a kind of the bone that juts out from the ankle. And I'm trying to blend that into the paper. Okay, so down here, so this kind of has a black, it's blending into the gray on the bottom. And then it comes up on the foot. And then there's a nail, but it's kind of like foreshortened a little bit. Starting to look like a toe. And I'm going to get some light gray for right here. And I'm blending it into the black. And then I'm adding some light gray to these toes. And I'm going to add some dark gray right here. It's a little darker. I'm going to blend dark gray into this white and leave some of the paper showing. Okay. And I'm going to put some dark gray right here above the black to make this area a little bit shaded by the toe next to it. And I'm going to leave this, this is not done obviously, but I'm going to leave this foot alone for a second. And I'm going to come over here to this foot. I'm going to put some more white in. And I'm going to do white on the top. Okay, so now let me do a light gray right here. And I'm going to blend it into the white. So you can get, I just did this one in Prismacolor to show you that you can get much more detailed shading than you got with the chalk pastels. But you can get better blending with the chalk pastels. Okay. So I'm going to leave, this is black right here, and I'm going to blend it into the paper. And then I'm going to get my dark gray and come right here on this edge and try to blend. I'm going to leave some of the paper showing. And I'm going to get my black and try to put in some nails that are shortened because of the perspective. I'm going to color them black. I'm going to blend this black into the gray next to it, but very faint. I'm going to put in some lines. And there's a lot more blending that you can do, like little bit of black right here between the toes. And a little bit more gray right here. So this can go on endlessly for hours to make it perfect. And in the really light parts, you can go harder with the Prismacolor. So that's another layer. And then I'm going to go back in here with the darker gray that I was using. And I'm going to try to really blend nicely. So that makes a much more beautiful blending. I'm going to try to make these white highlights a little bit lighter. So it's pressing harder. Layer after layer after layer. I'm going to get my dark gray and try to make this transition more smooth. And I'm going to stop here, but you can do quite a bit more work, and you can clean up these extra lines by erasing them. I just wanted to show you that.